How's it going today, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good. We can finally say we're live now.
Coming from Joel's basement, we are
We're
live. The Bear With
live.
Me podcast.
Welcome to YouTube Live.
Does it say how many viewers we have currently?
Yeah, we have none. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I don't even know how to see that.
We should be able to pull it up to see like when people comment and whatnot, no?
Yeah, we should be able to somewhere.
Let me ask a buddy, say,
Yeah, I've got a live stream chat here. But yeah, I don't know.
doesn't say how many viewers we currently have at the moment?
No, it doesn't. You have to look on your phone. Anyways, how was your day today?
It's good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's good. What did you do?
Just worked.
Nice.
Took last night, took Frankie to a movie. We saw Gabby's Dollhouse in theaters. Shout out Gabby's Dollhouse.
How was it?
Wouldn't know. I fell asleep in it.
Did you?
Yep. I
That's
knew I was going
hilarious.
to. It wasn't like a movie I wanted to see. Like some kids' movies I really enjoy if I know about them, but Gabby's Dollhouse is kind of like Dora the Explorer in a sense. It's like,
Okay.
hey guys, would you like to join us? Like that kind of stuff. And I'm
Very
like,
interactive.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
And I didn't know really any of the characters, just from what Frankie was telling me, but I had some food there and then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a nap for this one.
Was it one of those reclining ones?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So it went pretty good.
They've really upgraded the movie theaters nowadays. Like you sit in luxury. I mean, they still have some of those old ones where you can barely squeeze in, but those reclining ones are next level.
Oh yeah, they're sweet. Especially especially if you have kids, they're so much better.
Mhm.
Because Frankie, when we saw, I think it was Lilo and Stitch, it was the ones with the seats that like, the old school seats, if you get out of them, they fold up.
Yep.
Well, she's so small, she doesn't have enough like weight to hold the seat down. So the minute she leans back at all, she just and almost falls through it. So pretty much 80% of the rest of the movie, she was just sitting on my lap, which wasn't too bad, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You still managed to fall asleep?
No, I didn't fall asleep in that one.
Oh, okay.
I fell asleep in Gabby's Dollhouse.
Nice.
Yeah, just not my forte.
Well, I can just imagine. Too old for that.
Well, not too old for kids' movies. Just this movie I didn't know anything about the characters at all. Like I knew what Gabby's Dollhouse was, but like I know I've never watched like an episode.
So it's a TV show that
Yeah,
they
it's
put
a
into
TV
a
show
movie?
that this is their first big movie, and last night was opening night, and yeah, like other movies I would go see. Like if Bluey came out with a movie in theaters, I'd go see that.
What is that?
Bluey, it's an Australian like kid show. It's about they're all dogs, but Bluey's like a blue heeler, an Australian blue heeler,
Mhm.
and then they have a brother or sister Bingo. They're both girls. I just found that out too.
I'm assuming they have Australian accents.
Oh yeah, they all do.
I could listen to that all day. It's
Well,
hilarious.
it's all based in Australia, so it's a really good kids movie or kids TV show. But I always say it's like doesn't represent parenting that well because the parents are always like very chill, relaxed, and they're always doing these like elaborate things with the kids.
Mhm.
I'm like, that's not real.
Yeah, that's definitely not
I want to
like real
see a
life.
scene in Bluey like where the dad like goes into a separate room and just like starts swearing, gets pissed off, goes outside, lights up a cigarette, just like these kids because it's a lot, but it's a good show.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Nice.
Why? What'd you do yesterday or today?
Not much, just kind of worked at home.
Yeah.
Got some stuff uploaded, did some stuff around the house, mowed the lawn, nothing too crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Regular husband stuff.
Regular, yeah, husband household things that you kind of have to do, but you don't want to do. The lawn in the backyard grows like crazy. There's quite a bit of shade,
Mhm.
so even though the top half of the back lawn is dry and brown, but then the back half where the shade's just like growing like you wouldn't believe.
Oh. Well, lawn care things.
Yep. Yep.
Anything exciting going on?
I mean, in the world, there's tons of crazy things going on right now.
Well, before the world, I meant like what's going on with your life.
Honestly, not too much.
No?
Just working, grinding, working out,
Working out.
usual stuff.
Did anyone say anything to you about the gym tips we were talking about?
No, not yet. I haven't heard anything.
No,
No, they're stellar tips though. By the way,
I liked them.
yeah. The only people who will get offended are the people who do the things that we said you shouldn't do.
Mm-hmm. It's like the very next morning, there was literally somebody like right in front of me, just doing like lifting dumbbells, like right in front of the rack. Like their ass couldn't have been any closer to my face.
Should have told him to listen to the podcast.
Maybe he was listening to it while he was working out, and that's why he was doing it.
Maybe.
So
Do a lot of people at the gym know that you do the podcast?
yeah, a good portion. Well, I sent you that one um, picture of somebody, the guy who was working behind the desk. He was watching it.
Mm-hmm. That was the first episode too, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully
And
they're
then
still
last
listening.
week there was someone else, one of the girls, Debbie. She was watching it.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was all muted, but she had like the subtitles up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Subtitles are working then.
Subtitles are working.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know. It's good feedback.
How many viewers do we have currently watching live? Can we see?
Can't see. I just see someone in the chat. Cody says brothers.
Oh, that's my buddy Cody Gunther.
Oh, nice. How's it going, Cody?
Shout out Cody for the one viewer we have currently live.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Is that the only viewer we have live?
I can't see the viewers, but it just shows me the comments.
Cody, can you comment to tell us if you can see how many viewers there are? Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up while we're watching.
You should be able to.
Oh, it says 4 people watching.
Nice.
I wonder if I pull it up, will it mess with it?
Well, probably.
Oh,
well, it'll probably just, you'll hear it playing.
Couple people commented now. Read them.
Hello, and your sister.
One of my sisters.
Cote's in the chair. Let's go.
That would be a cousin of mine, I'm assuming. I think I can read from here, Jeff. You can pull it up on your screen. It might be easier for you to read it, view the stuff from there.
Sure, I can do that.
If you want. But
sounds good.
Is it easier that way?
That's better. It's nice and close.
Now I just can't see what I look like while we're on it.
That's okay. Yeah, I can read that much better.
Much better?
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty, so should we start off with, so for this episode, if you guys don't know, usually when it comes to all the other episodes, I'll find the topics we're going to discuss, and then I bring it up to Quentin, and he gets to get a fresh eyes on it. But this time around, he has a bunch of stuff that we're going to talk about, and it should be pretty good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We've got some hot topics for you guys today, and we have a light one to end it on. We try to do that every time because it can get pretty depressing if you focus on the negative too much. So
dark and heavy.
It gets dark and heavy. This one's going to be a little dark and heavy, but
alrighty. Well, start it off. What's our first depressing, sad headline that we have to talk about?
So, as I'm sure everybody knows, we had the Canada First rally the other weekend. I think it was last weekend.
Yep.
If I'm correct on that. So, almost immediately, a Toronto councillor had said that they're deeming the protest a hate demonstration. Almost immediately, same day, they're on top of it. So, a local councillor and community member are speaking out against a planned Canada First protest to take over downtown Toronto next. This is a month before.
Oh, okay.
So, citing concerns over hate speech. A flyer by community-led Canada First began circulating online last month, revealing that there is a Canada First rally planned to take over Christie Pitts Park from 1 to 4 p.m. on September 13th, which aims to tackle illegal immigration and undocumented workers in Canada, according to the organizer. However, University Rosedale councillor Diane Sachs is speaking out against the rally, which she is calling a hate demonstration. Speaking with Now Toronto, the councillor said that although she doesn't believe this rally will be effective in prompting change, she is concerned that it could make foreign-born Canadians feel uncomfortable or targeted. Why would that have anything to do with foreign-born Canadians? And why would they feel targeted when that's not even what it's about?
Well, they're probably saying that most of the people attending this Canada First rally were probably white. But I don't know, all the videos that we saw, I saw a mixed race of people,
Yeah, yeah. They were
whites.
Canadian. Not
Yeah,
all whites are Canadian.
that's true.
You
I don't
know.
know see how it's hate speech. It's like, why can you go protest, you know, Palestine stuff going on outside of a Jewish synagogue or temple, and
Hmm.
that's not considered hate speech.
Well, you can run it. You can yell and scream "River to the Sea," which is indicating genocide
Mhm.
all over the country, and that is perfectly okay. They didn't say anything a month ahead of time for them.
So I wonder how this is gonna tie in with what we were talking about last episode about this new the, like, hate speech law that they revamped that said, like, protesting outside of anything like that is considered hate speech.
Pause for a second. Jeff wants you to flex for him.
I can't flex so much. There we are,
Look
daddy.
at that. He's breaking the camera.
Yeah, there should be a donation thing if you guys want me to do anything specific, you have to donate money to this YouTube channel.
No limits.
Yeah, I don't even think we can accept donations now,
No,
can
we
we?
can't. We
No,
can't.
it's okay. Well,
Anyways, back to the hate speech thing. So, if let's say, for an example, if they did have these hate speech laws intact, then they would have essentially been able to arrest every single person that was there, and they would have had a month prep time to do this.
yeah.
So they could have rounded up the manpower in order to take down these people, who are literally saying Canada first. It's not screw everybody else. It's let's put our country first.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, but I don't know how that's hate speech.
I don't think it's well. They said hateful demonstration, and they were hinting at all these people were racist towards people who don't look like them. That's basically what they're saying.
Pretty sure they were just marching through the street, which how many times has, well, pro Palestine things fucked up, you know, traffic all the time.
For hours and days. They
Yeah.
literally said at this time on Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. Very organized.
Mhm.
Not we're going to march at noon until whenever at
Yeah.
this specific spot, all day, every day.
Well, it's I'm curious because now that that new hate law or hate speech law came out, I wonder when it comes into effect.
Well, it's past preliminary talks. It hasn't gone into legislation yet.
Oh, okay, so it's not 100% yet?
Well, not 100%. However, before Trudeau left office, he appointed a bunch of people in the Senate, and I think it's like 99 to 1. I'm not exact on those numbers, but liberal to conservative. And he also changed the law so that they could stay in there until they're like 75 or something. So basically, they're not getting out unless someone comes in and it's like, okay, that's done. Like you guys are fired. But that would be a big thing too, right? So
Like, for
essentially,
the
he
bill?
stacked the deck in his favor, and then
Mhm.
they'll pass through whatever they want. Which
That's
I don't know how they can do that with a minority government.
well, that's politicians for you.
Yeah. So
Rules for thee, not for me.
exactly. So these hate speech laws are just it's going to get pretty nasty if you oppose anything that they're doing. It's basically they're going to come down on you and just deem it hateful. That's why the hate speech is so broad because then they can apply it to whatever they want selectively,
Mhm.
and that's very dangerous.
Well, I read somewhere else, feel free to fact check me on this, but now police can, like, basically look into your phone with no warrant at all,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, "Well, if that's the case, I got some group chats I need to delete real quick."
Yeah.
But it's like in, the UK, you hear all these people getting locked up for, like, memes they posted
Mhm.
or group chats or, you know, whatever they're talking about. If it's anything derogatory or hateful, but I guess that's up for debate because who decides what's hateful?
Well, if it's let's say for example the group chat thing, if it's between you and one other party only and you're not sharing it,
Yeah.
how is it hateful towards anybody?
Well, that's what I mean. You're not even allowed to think about that.
The thought police.
You're not even allowed to look or think about that.
Mhm. That's
And I was like, well, that's the case. Delete, 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 delete.
well, people are just going to go underground, right?
Well, I don't like when did words, like we've talked about this before, but like when did words become, you know, violence?
Well, think about it. The only way to get a message across to a large group of people, let's say if you wanted to organize something, is
Mhm.
to speak to them. How do we speak in the modern day? We post things online. We message people. So it's just hindering all speech altogether and outlawing it essentially.
Yeah.
So unity to the party, or else you're going to jail.
Well, come and arrest me for a meme I posted.
Yeah,
But you
let's.
see that everywhere, even in Australia. Like
Mm-hmm.
that one girl, they 2 a.m. They're like, "Yeah, we noticed you posted this on Twitter." And the girl's like, "Are you serious right now? Like, my kids are asleep. You're coming to arrest me." "Yes, we're coming to arrest you." Like, I'm curious to know, like, how it's like when you get in jail, it's like, "What did you do?" It's like, "I robbed a bank." It's like, "What did you do?" "I made a funny tweet." "I'm sorry, what?"
If you're that quick to find a tweet and then go to that person's house, there should be no crime whatsoever other than that in the country. If that's what your precedent is, there should be no violent criminals. There should be no break-ins. There should be no knifings, no shootings, nothing. If that's where your priorities are,
Well,
we know that's not the case here, obviously.
no, not at all. Ugh. Excuse me. That was a burp. I'm enjoying myself a cherry limeade energy drink right now.
Very nice.
So it's a little bubbly.
There was a comedian in England actually. He got arrested upon entering London, I think.
Yeah. For what?
He made a tweet that said, "If you see a trans person, a trans, I guess man, it would be a man in this sense, in the woman's washroom, tell him to leave, and if he doesn't want to leave, kick him in the balls." I mean, that's what he got arrested for. Like, he's also a comedian.
So if they're gonna police speech, then it's like, okay, well, where does comedy go from here? Or just
Hmm.
like where does art go from here? Or like how do they judge like what's satire?
Well, they just would probably not allow it unless you're on their side, right?
Nope, I won't do it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
It's
I've
crazy.
said even here now, like I gotta be careful on like how I say things. Like I'm not gonna not talk about something, but the words I use, I'm gonna be a little more um selective on what I say or how I say it. But
Hmm.
nonetheless, I'm still gonna speak my mind, just with less cuss words and vulgar
Well, as you should,
vocabulary.
Team Canada, democracy,
Yes, I love our prime minister. I will never stand against you. Wink to whichever
supreme
camera.
leader. Yeah,
Yeah, Supreme Leader Carney.
yeah.
Did you see what's happening in the news with him about his budget?
The lack of, or
The fact that they said it's 33% higher than Trudeau's.
I'm not surprised.
So,
He hasn't even put one forth. I mean, he said it was supposed to be in October, which is still halfway through the fiscal year. Now it's November.
yeah.
I seen a poll online that said, "Do you think he's going to even have it in this year?" And a lot of people said no.
Well, not the finance minister. I forget the position this guy holds, but he's like, the way we're going right
The
now,
watchdog.
yeah.
Yeah,
He goes, we won't make it.
it's unsustainable.
Yeah. And he said the way he said that word too. He goes, I usually don't use those kind of words in this sense. He goes, but the trajectory we're on, he goes, we're not going to make it halfway through 2026.
Hmm.
He goes, the way we're going, if it keeps going, he goes, it's unsustainable.
Hmm. Economic crash.
So if that does happen, though, what does that mean for us?
Well, I guess that would depend on what happens. So, are the banks failing? If the banks are failing, a lot of mortgages will get recalled. If people can't pay their mortgages with cash, then they'll foreclose on the house. And that
But I mean, if the economy goes, everyone's like has no money, then what?
chaos.
Do you think people are just going to rise up and
Well, yeah, I mean, it'll be looting everywhere. It'll be home invasions. It'll be what you see in failed states in the Middle East and all that stuff. When the government topples, it'll essentially be an economic topple, right?
but definitely make sure you hand in your firearms to the government
Yeah, they're
because
doing that
they
quickly.
know what's best for you.
Yeah. Well, even before Mark Carney, like before the election results were in, like way before that, during
Mhm.
when they were running, the liberal government had put out a press release that said by 2045 they're estimating that people will be hunting for food. How is that when we could be an economic powerhouse with all the natural resources and minerals we have
Yeah.
and all the fresh water? How is that even possible?
Well, and actually, how many the majority of people, how many of the or how many people actually know how to like hunt for food, how to like clean water?
Not very many.
No.
No, not very many. A lot of the people that are on Carney's side, I would say most of them don't have any idea. They go to the grocery store, it's the food's there, and that's it. They're not preparing for anything.
Well, everyone's done for then.
Yeah, well, it's pretty sad. Like, even if they even put that out, and they still thought, yeah, he's the man for the job. Like, why would you put that something out? You put out this big issue, this big economic downfall by 2045, which is only 10 years from now,
Hmm.
that we're basically going to go back to um, not even medieval times before then, where people are hunting and gathering. That's basically what they're saying. So, why would you not say, okay, if we don't make any changes, this is what's going to happen? And obviously, they haven't made any changes. It's gotten worse. Like you said, 33% more.
Yeah.
Why would you vote for that?
I don't know. I think
Brainwashing.
I didn't vote for Carney.
I'm willing to bet that not a lot of people did. There's a
Well,
lot of mail-in ballots and kind of weird stuff. So I'm not saying anything crazy, but it seems as if there was some fraud.
you're drinking a big gulp. I just noticed.
I am.
I can't remember the last time I see someone drink or somebody drank. Someone drink a big gulp.
You know what? I was in 7-Eleven and buddy grabbed one. I thought, you know what? That looks like a great idea.
Just a liter of
For Coke.
regular Coke.
Yeah,
So you don't give a shit about calories at all.
straight to the veins. No, man, I don't need to.
I'd rather eat my calories than drink them.
Yeah, you know what? You just piss it out.
No, I think it still holds in you somehow because I don't think that's the case.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
Anyone else commenting on this?
No, Jeff killed it with the flexing thing.
No.
But yeah, so
Canada's doomed. Prepare yourself, people. Stock up on your food, stock up on your bullets. Make friends with people who know how to hunt and gather.
yeah.
YouTube a video on how to clean water.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, if it's unsustainable, we're not going to make it through the year economically. Then that I mean, if they'll just start printing money, right?
yeah,
That's what Germany did after the World Wars. Printed money, and you'd have to buy a loaf of bread with $1 billion.
$1 billion bread.
Yeah, that's how devalued the money was. There's no reason to be doing that. Not in this oil-rich, cobalt-rich country, freshwater-rich country.
Okay, so I'll throw a question at you,
Okay.
Sir Quinton.
Okay.
If you were prime minister right now,
Mm-hmm.
what would be your plan of attack?
What I would do immediately is I would burn the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. I would burn it up,
Okay,
and I would immediately implement the U.S. Constitution
to Canada.
to Canada.
Ooh,
That'd be the start.
you're sounding like a Maple MAGA guy.
No, I'm starting like freedom. That's what I'm for. Freedom, baby.
Okay,
That's what I would do right away.
so basically make our own Canadian Constitution.
Oh, yeah, it would be obviously wouldn't be the U.S. Constitution, it'd be the Canadian Constitution,
Yeah.
and we'd go right to a republic. We wouldn't be a democracy.
Okay.
And honestly, what I would do immediately is I would fire up every single natural resource that we had, drill, baby, drill. I would mine as much as I can. All those BC companies who are trying to mine coal, I'd give them the permits immediately, cut all the red tape. That way you have jobs coming in. LNG plants in Newfoundland, I would say Quebec, you have no choice, but we're firing up the LNG that you have there. You're going to sustain yourself. That way, every province is a net positive if possible. Saskatchewan, agriculture. I would light it all up. Let's go. And then you have jobs pouring in, money coming in. I would make it easy for people to invest into the country. That way you have foreign investors coming in. Canada is now and that becoming an economic powerhouse. You get rid of all of the people who are illegal. I would do what Trump did, and I would say I'd put out a memorandum saying I am hiring people who are able-bodied people, able-bodied men who are able to go and collect these people and find them at their workplaces where they're working illegally, and then get rid of as many as possible. I'd allow them 60 days to self-deport. If not, then that's up to you.
Then you round them up.
Yeah, not violently, not this and that, but they would get taken out. They're committing a crime. They're here illegally. We need to put our people first. And I'm not talking about just white people, all Canadians, people who are immigrants here but are here lawfully and legally. No problem. Like you're here, you're working, you're contributing to society.
Okay, so we basically get rid of the how would you say it? Charter free.
Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Like they
Okay,
throw it out whenever
so
they
get
want
rid
to
of that,
anyway.
make our own Canadian constitution.
Hmm.
You'd get every province to start firing up their basically agriculture, mining, oil, gas.
Hmm.
Get rid of all the illegal immigrants. Does that
Hmm.
include temporary workers as well?
Temporary workers would be gone. Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
See ya. Bye
Gone.
bye.
Yeah.
What next?
So then I would basically try to put everybody to work.
Okay.
Everybody, we currently have the last numbers I've seen were 17% youth unemployment and then 7 to 8% overall national unemployment. So we're talking several million people.
Okay. So
So then
everyone's working. This sounds
every,
really good so far. You got my vote.
everyone's working, and then you make it easier for people to build businesses. You have a free market capitalism
Yeah.
where there's no monopolies, as best you can. Because right now there's a lot of monopolies like Rogers with Shaw, like these companies are just massive.
Yeah.
And it's hard for the little guy to get ahead. So like you make it easier for people to do business in the country. And
Okay.
then yeah, I guess that's where I would start.
What's your thoughts on nuclear power in Canada? Because from what I've heard, it's the way to go.
I think with the technology that we have today, it's the cleanest energy.
Yeah.
But from a national security standpoint, you have to make sure that you have your ducks in a row, right? Because if somebody wanted to take you down, then you could just. I don't know how that. I'm not exactly an expert on that, but that's what I've heard. Some of the bad things could be, like for example, in the U.S., if China they built a bunch of nuclear power plants, China does some cybersecurity attack. I don't know how they melt down and whatnot, but
Hmm.
some kind of Chernobyl in there. But I've heard that the technology's come a long way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would implement those. They did implement a small nuclear reactor in Ontario a few years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
definitely
that.
do that. Yeah,
Okay.
make sure the power grid's strong.
So basically, rebuild our infrastructure,
Yeah,
manufacture our own goods, so our GDP goes up,
not
skyrocketing.
yeah, like not even necessarily manufacturing our own goods, like starting fresh on clothing companies and shoe companies, but becoming using our resources to value our country and our people, right? Because that's what everybody else does. There'd be no carbon tax because there's no point in putting a carbon tax on a low net zero country. Between Russia and Canada, we have 70% of the world's trees.
Yeah.
We could produce carbon all day and we still wouldn't even catch up to how much we're
I
getting
saw a
rid of.
video on that. The guy was saying like how much basically carbon Canada produces versus how many trees we have here. He goes, technically, you would never ever need it ever again.
No.
He goes, the trees clean it for us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, take that as you will. I'm not environmentalist, and I know all that, but
Well, one thing you could do also is think about the issues that are plaguing our country right now, especially in the West. So we have BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan forest fires. Get people in there to clean it up. Give a job. That's one thing I liked about China is they had a job for everybody.
yeah,
I'm not talking about communism or anything like that, but like we have the money. We're rich in resources. We have the money to allocate towards that. Stop giving money to other countries. Stop funding other stuff that has nothing to do with our country unless it's absolutely needed. Once we are flush, the debt's gone, and everyone's living a good life, decent life off of their merit and work ethic, then okay, now our oxygen mask is on. We can help other people if necessary. But build our military up, things like this.
I
Air
like where
defense
this is
system across our
going.
country. Bring back patriotism.
Hell yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, not talking about some crazy nationalistic thing. People should have pride in their country.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Things like that.
Be proud to be Canadian.
Be proud to be Canadian. Actual Team Canada.
Yeah.
Not selective groups and selective times when they want to fire up some kind of base.
Mhm.
You know what I
It
mean?
looks like we're starting to get some comments on the chat there.
Okay. Keep the resources in Canada and help this country crawl out of the current hole that we are in. 100%.
Who said that?
I think that was Kelly.
Like which Kelly?
My Kelly.
Your Kelly.
Yeah, I think so.
If you guys don't know, both Quentin and myself, both our wives are named Kelly.
Yeah.
And did anyone else say anything above that?
Oh, yeah. Saza,
Yep.
you sound like your dad's son. I think we need a brand new plan, you guys.
I think that's my mother.
That's hilarious.
Thanks, Mom.
I think she's correct. We
Yeah.
do. We need a new approach, and I think we need to inspire people. We need to inspire the youth. We need to reformat the education system. Actually create strong people and smart people.
Yeah.
Not no indoctrination tactics, nothing like that. Just focus on your skills, focus on what you like to do, and then apply that to the workplace. There's so many options these days with the technology that we have. I mean, there's a field for everybody.
Amen. I like that.
What would you do?
I'm not saying anything. You just sounded so freaking smart saying all that shit. I'm gonna sound like a dum dum if I try to say I agree with pretty much everything you just said.
Well, what would you like to see happen in the short term or the long term?
Short term, I don't know. I'd like to see the price of food go down,
Mm-hmm.
the price of buying a home go down. Uh, I would like to get all our guns back,
Mm-hmm.
remove all these, AR-15s, handgun freeze right now, lift that immediately,
Mm-hmm.
get rid of these mag capacity things. I think we just lost the camera. Did we just lose power?
No,
Oh,
I don't think so.
maybe it's just showing up that way. People in the chat, can you still see me on camera?
Yeah, we should. You should still be there.
Hmm.
It's still up over there.
Okay, well, we'll continue. Maybe someone in the chat will comment whether or not they can see me because your screen just went different, but nonetheless. Yeah, remove all the basically firearm restrictions that we have in Canada right now. I would also say remove a lot of these stupid laws that we have towards, the red tape when it comes to building homes, oil and gas. Stop sending um, our oil across the border. Let's build refineries here. Let's start putting money back in Canadians' pockets and sending it off elsewhere. What else? Yeah, immigration. I would love to, have legal immigration here, which I'm sure we have lots of, but you just see a lot of these people come over here on student visas and then just, decide, nope, I'm staying. And then they'll claim asylum seekers. I'd like to see our, what do you call it, criminal or justice system be completely revamped.
Mm-hmm.
This three strikes you're out rule that the liberals shot down. Liberal party, fuck off, because that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's like you see these people that are out on bail and they're just reoffending all the time, and it's us who's paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be one. You get three strikes. No, no, like 25 to life. It's just no, you're never getting out again. So you can either take it the easy way or the hard way. You can either say, okay, I'm gonna go live in jail for the rest of my life,
Mm-hmm.
or you can just, end your life.
I
Also, I'm not done. You
Oh,
wait.
okay.
Pedophiles, rapists, anything like that, you get caught doing that. No, nothing. No, you go to jail. No, anything. You're dead.
No pass and go.
No pass and go. You don't collect $5. You get a tomahawk to the back of the head, executed on the spot.
So we are going back to medieval times.
With some things, we fucking well need to. Oh, I gotta
Eye
watch.
for an
I
eye.
gotta watch my swearing
Eye
here.
for an
But
eye. Yeah.
we have to be harsh on these types of people.
We do. Mm-hmm.
Make it the punishment so severe that these, monsters think twice about doing it.
Mm-hmm.
If you get caught, with child
Stuff.
sexual content,
Mhm.
I guess we got to be careful on the words we say because
Mhm.
we'll get flagged on YouTube for saying certain words. But you guys get my drift. Anything like that, you're done.
Mhm.
When it comes to drug dealing, one strike. Okay, you get one chance, you go to jail, you do it again, you're in there for life. The homelessness, the drug users on the streets,
Mhm.
mandatory rehab immediately. And I think we just lost the camera again. I don't know what's happening, but our camera keeps on going in and out.
Huh.
But we're working through the problem here, people. Is it because it's not plugged in, maybe?
No. I don't know why.
Oh, as long as it's recording on there, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. But can the people on the YouTube live see it?
They can hear you. They can't see you.
Is that what they said?
No, that's just what I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, for these technical difficulties. This is the first time we've done YouTube Live. And yeah, back to what I was saying, nuclear, I would get that up and running because it's the cleanest form of energy.
Hmm.
And I know when anyone talks about like nuclear, they think, nuclear bombs or what happened
Gone
in
again.
what was that?
Joel gone again.
Joel gone again?
Yeah.
Who said
Thanks,
that?
Michael. I don't know, Michael.
Joel gone again? What does that
Yeah,
mean?
the camera cut out.
Oh, right. Yes. Thank you guys. Sorry. That one went right over my head.
That's okay.
Yeah, nuclear power, get that going. Pretty much everything what you said, just harsher punishment for criminals and,
Hmm.
the bad guys.
Yeah, I think it sounds good. I mean, it seems easy to fix. Honestly, it does. To make it seem like it's so hard and it's so difficult, but really, I don't think it is.
No, it's about people need to start rising up, working together, and changing how our government works.
Hmm.
Because I can't tell you how many times I hear this. Well, it's the government. My vote doesn't count, or nothing will change. Well, if everyone works together or comes together and says, no, we're done with this, they will have no choice but to.
I think those people just feel hopeless.
Yeah.
They feel like it hasn't gone their way in a while, and typically you see it with older people.
Hmm.
They're a little bit more jaded about it. They think that it hasn't gone their way in a while. Things seem to keep going the same way, no matter who's in power, and they just feel hopeless. You have just if you give those people hope and a reason to keep going, they will fire up.
Yeah.
They need to be inspired.
Well, they need a strong leader.
That's exactly what they need. They need a leader.
Yeah.
We haven't had one for a while.
Well, dude, when are you putting in your ticket to run for prime minister?
Yeah,
I
I don't
already know
know.
what are the requirements to run for prime minister.
Well, Justin Trudeau got in. The bar is pretty low, so I mean, he got in on his name alone. He had no real
Well,
qualifications.
because his dad was prime minister and he was a drama teacher.
Hmm.
But like, is there certain like prerequisites you need to become like a prime minister? Because I know if you want to be a judge, you got to go to law school and all that. But like, I already know what it takes to be prime minister.
I know. I don't know when they stopped this. I know a long time ago you had to be a business owner and
Oh,
like be in the community and 18 years of age. That's it. I don't know exactly what it is now. I know you have to be at least 18.
yeah,
And well, I think the problem is any Joe Blow, they don't want to get involved in the politics because it's such a dirty game. Once you start running and getting in there, they dig up everything that you've ever done or said, and then they blast you on CBC propaganda.
I would be taken out of the race within 2 minutes. They would just go look at his Instagram history and be like, no, you're done.
It discourages good people
Hmm.
from getting into politics, and I think that's the problem, and that's why our country is the way it is, and that's why you see the people in there that you see, because they're the slimy snakes. Not all of them, but majority of them. They're just slither the way in there, right? Or they know somebody, and it's kind of a handshake deal. Okay, this guy's going to listen to me, and he's going to vote for what I want, so I'm going to put this guy in there. It's
Yeah,
just they're all feeding off of each other. But if you get enough good people in there, then I think you can make a lot of positive change.
I like the way you said that. Sounded really good.
Yeah, you can do it. I think it's just you have to get a good enough team in order to do that, right? And it's just finding those people. But I think I know it can be done, especially in Canada. We have such a beautiful country. I don't know if anybody out there has driven across the country before, but it's so nice. From I've only been as far as Quebec, but Quebec all the way over here. I mean, even Quebec's nice, and coming all the way out west, it's a beautiful drive.
Wes is the best, as they say it here. I
I
think
think
I
so.
just made that up, but
I think the West is nice, especially in Alberta. You have mountains to the west and desert to the east in Drumheller. Like it's just the landscape
we got
is really
dinosaurs there
nice. We
too,
have dinosaurs. Yeah,
right?
I didn't know that most dinosaurs came from North America. The bones that they find.
I didn't know that either till you just said that. See, that's another reason why you should be prime minister.
Yeah,
You're so much smarter than I am,
yeah. I don't
and
know.
you're well spoken.
I sometimes I try to
No,
be.
you talk with a certain integrity. I just spit off stupid things.
No, I think we have different personalities, obviously, right? And different interests, different passions. So
Sounds like we're on a first date.
I think we
What's
are.
your
It's actually
What's
our
your passion?
seventh date,
Oh,
actually.
seventh date. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'd vote for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
People in the chat, would you guys vote for Quinton to be prime minister?
Oh,
What are the comments saying now?
Michael's going wild here. He's back. He was a fucking drama teacher. If you drive to Saskatoon, all flat. Driving to BC is beautiful though. I would agree, man. BC is so nice. I used to think of BC as like you think of Vancouver, but when you drive in the southern BC, it's incredible there. There's
I
so
lived
many
in BC.
trees.
I lived
Yeah,
in Kelowna before.
that's nice.
Kelowna's nice.
It's the small towns in BC, specifically we went to Samo, Canadian as F, so Canadian.
What
So
is
Samo, BC.
Samo?
It's like half hour from Washington, the border in Washington.
Oh, I've never been.
Everyone's so
There's
friendly.
very few places in Canada I have been.
You have to
I've
explore.
been to, well, most parts in Alberta. I went up to like far northern BC, like along the Yukon border. I've been to Ontario, but just to like St. Catharines, Toronto area.
Mhm.
Been to Vancouver twice.
Nice.
I spent a day there once and then a night stay over once. That was it. And I drove to Saskatchewan once or twice. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really have to check it out.
I know I've always wanted to like drive across Canada, but at the same time, like, man, nothing there really interests me.
I think it's the drive across Canada is there's not a lot going on in across the highway. I mean, when you're going down Highway 1 or Trans Canada,
Yeah.
there's not a lot going on, but the sights that you see, and I mean, when you stop in these towns like Thunder Bay or Kenora or Moose Jaw, these places like you get to meet different people, and they are different in different regions.
Oh yeah.
So like
Well, talk to somebody from like Newfoundland area.
you can't understand them.
You can if you focus a little
Yeah,
bit,
you have to really
but
think.
like you come out like BC, Alberta, you get that like not southern like accent, but it sounds much different than the accents like around like Eastern Canada, like Toronto area or like Ontario. Like the way I don't know if it's maybe just like the new generation, but the way they sound, it just sounds like they're complaining. Like, oh man, what you mean?
It sounds so stupid.
It's like a mixture of
I don't know what it
it's
is.
like English slang and like Jamaican slang. They say
Hmm.
Utes and
It sounds like Southern, like Mississippi or something.
yeah, but with like a little, you know,
Yeah,
retardation to it.
yeah.
It sounds terrible.
You meant that in a medical way.
Yes. But then you go to like Newfoundland or like I like my one buddy Rich that I used to live with. The first time I met him, understood like maybe 5 words he said. I always look at my other buddy, be like, "Hey, what did he say?"
Mhm.
"Oh, okay." Like they got to, like they'll he would call me up. He'd be like, "Hey there, bye. Where's you two?"
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, "Where's what?" He goes, "Yeah, where's you two at da, da, da." I'm like, "Hey, what are we saying? Can you text me?" And
That's
I'm like,
funny.
"What do you mean? Where's you two?" He goes, "Yeah, like where's you at?" I'm like, "Where am I?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why did you just say that?"
Yeah.
But they all have these like weird different I love it. Like, you know
It's
what it
awesome.
sounds like? You ever see the movie Snatch with Brad Pitt?
I don't think so.
God, I hate you so much for not knowing that. So, anyone in the chat, if you've seen the movie Snatch, Brad Pitt's character, he's known as like a pikey or a gypsy, and they sound exactly like Newfoundlanders.
Brad Pitt and Gypsy sounds familiar. Maybe I have seen
He
that.
plays the bare knuckle boxer. It's a Guy Ritchie
Oh,
movie.
yes. Okay, maybe I have seen that. Yeah.
If you haven't seen this, this might be the last episode we do.
I think I've seen it.
It's such a good movie. It's a Guy Ritchie movie.
Okay.
What's the chat saying now?
Oh, the Hooting Howl says we finally made it. People up north in Ontario sound wild. My aunts and uncles have the thickest accent. They are about 2 to 3 hours north of Peterborough.
Oh, I don't even know where Peterborough is.
I think Peterborough's on the east side of Toronto.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure though. Someone will have to correct me on that one.
Okay. Anything else? Notary? No, I'm not gonna pretend to say that word.
Noteworthy? Yeah.
Fuck.
No, that's it. That's
Okay.
it so far.
All right. Let's move on from our Canadian talk. Everyone, have you heard that? Vote for Quinton. He's running in 2030 for prime minister. Would you run under independent, conservative?
I would have to go with a party that's already established. If you want
Yeah.
your best odds to win, you have to go with the party that's already there.
Yeah. What was that one party? not this last election, but the one before. It was damn it, what's the name of it? It was a new party. It was like Canada. Fuck, I don't even remember.
Was it Maxime Bernier, that guy? Or
I don't know.
Maxime?
What's his party?
It was a right wing conservative party.
Yes.
Purple banner.
Did someone say it?
Um, oh, my buddy said, "Hell yeah, boys!" And Hooting Owl said, 2 hours east of Toronto, then 2 hours north. Okay,
Hooting Hooting Howl?
yeah,
Oh, shout out to whoever that is.
I don't know.
That's an interesting
Shout out
name.
to you, Hooting
Hooting
Owl.
Howl. Yeah, okay, moving on. What's our first
Okay,
official headline today?
so we
I'm
did
gonna
the.
move my camera a little bit. Tell me if that looks better or worse.
Yeah, looks good.
Looks good?
Yeah. So we did the Toronto Councillor. So we're gonna jump into something that's kind of along those lines.
Of what
So,
being controversial?
well, it's kind of, I guess it's hateful demonstrations. It's kind of along those lines.
Okay, give it to me.
So this is going on right now in Nigeria.
Oh. Oh, yes, I did hear about this.
So Christian genocide feared in Nigeria. So priests are getting killed at their parishes. Okay, the church in Nigeria, ravaged by kidnappings of clergy, is mourning Father Matthew Aya, killed September 19th as he was returning to his parish of St. Charles in I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, in Enugu State. In what looked like execution style murder, the attackers riding on a motorcycle intercepted the priest's vehicle near the site of a hospital construction site, first shooting at the tires to stop the car and then killing Father Aya at close range.
Okay. So,
So there's 38 suspects in connection with the killing. So this is obviously a big mob of people.
yeah. So I
Uh,
read this. So in the last 220 days, 7,000 Christians have been slaughtered in Nigeria by what they're saying are Islamist extremists.
yeah,
So
it's Christian persecution in Nigeria is what's going on here.
yeah, there's a Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. Let me ask you
Wow.
this: have you heard anyone in the news talk about this?
I have not.
Why not?
I would guess because it's Christians.
And Christians, you can't be racist towards, or
I guess not. I mean, this is Nigeria. They're definitely black.
it doesn't sound sexy as like Muslims being bombed by Israel.
Yeah. Or white Christian nationalist does this crazy thing. You know what I mean? Where it's just priests are being, it said 145 priests in Nigeria in the last 10 years have been kidnapped.
Well, the clip that I just saw today, it shows like I don't know, a couple hundred people running for their lives, and all you hear is gunfire in the background. And then the headline read, 7,000 Christians in the last 220 days have been slaughtered in Nigeria by Islamists. Why am I fumbling that word?
Islamist extremists.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
So I haven't heard any big news talk about that at all.
No, not at all. It's been really quiet. They're too bad. They're just too busy focusing on stupid things. You know, I know that there's been a conflict in Nigeria for a long time between Christians and Muslims, but now it just seems like they're making the move kind of thing and going like, little skirmishes. But now 7,000 people in 220 days is no small feat. Like
Yeah, no, that's a genocide.
that's a lot of people.
So I'm just wondering if you're going to see these people who were protesting Palestine, are they going to start protesting Israel?
I don't
Or
know.
not Israel, sorry.
You mean the
Forgive
Christians in
my
Nigeria?
in Nigeria.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd think that there would be international outrage over this, but you hear nothing.
No.
Is it because it's Africa or is the news
Is it because it's
racist?
Islam and people
Or
are
that too?
scared to talk up about, the harmful effects of Islam?
Maybe.
And why is it so many Canadians don't want that here
Well,
in the West?
according to the CBC, they're racist.
It's not racist to say you don't want, an extreme religion coming over here.
Mhm.
And as much as anyone wants to say Islam is a book or a religion of peace, it's not.
Mhm.
And I know so many people are going to start saying, well, Christianity, the Bible, there's a lot of hateful stuff in it.
Or the Crusades that
Yeah.
happened hundreds of years
Well, the
ago.
Crusades were what? A retaliation to Islam basically making its way to the West.
Mhm.
Like it wasn't just like one day Christians were like, you know what, let's go back and destroy everything.
Hmm.
It wasn't that. They were invading. Well, look at all the countries that used to be Christian: Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, um, Spain, even like Israel, Palestine. Technically, were Christian. What else? Iraq. All those countries
I
all
didn't know
used to
that.
be Christian countries.
Wow.
And then, so this big wave of, you know, Islam coming over. And finally, I think, I forget which pope it was, but it was like, I'm not even gonna try to bring it up off the top of my head, but just said, yeah, like this is a threat.
Hmm.
And so they pushed them all the way back to the Middle East and right back to where they fought in Israel. And where's Jerusalem? That's in Israel, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. I don't know much about the country, to be honest.
well, it's the Holy Land. It's like
I,
what they all fight over,
I've heard two
Christians,
different things.
Jews, Muslims.
I've heard that Jerusalem was in Palestine and then it was in Israel, and that, but then I think last year, or maybe not last year, Trump designated, maybe it was a few years ago then, Trump designated Jerusalem as something as the capital of Israel, and they put an embassy there. I,
Is it?
I think so.
I thought the capital of Israel was Tel Aviv,
Or that's it. Sorry, maybe they just put a U.S. embassy there. Maybe that's what it was.
probably.
So
But
like recognizing that it's part of Israel is what I meant to say.
what's our comment saying this time?
The First Crusade started because Christians finally stood up to Islam. Jerusalem is in Israel. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, thank you, Dan, for
I appreciate
fact
that.
checking us on the spot
Yeah,
here.
I know. I love
I
that.
like having a live chat.
Yeah.
I just don't like when streamers and YouTubers are like, "Hey, chat, let us know if what or let us know in the chat if blah 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 blah." I just like to say, "Let us know in the live commentary."
Mm. I think the live commentary sounds more professional.
It does.
It does.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
Nice. Very good, man.
Yes.
When
So
are you going to do it?
an overflowing of this Islamic revolution is coming. And I know a
Hmm.
lot of
Hmm.
people are like, when's the next crusade happening? But look what's happening in the UK.
Yeah.
Do you know what the number one name for newborn, I guess, what would you call that?
Babies.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like we'd be Canadians. What would you call a British citizen? British people?
British children. British
British children?
babies.
Do you know what the number one name was?
I'm going to take a guess here.
What do you think it is?
Mohammed.
Yes, number one.
That's crazy.
There's places in the UK now where they have Sharia law, which is fucking ass backwards. I don't know why that should be ever allowed in the West.
Hmm.
Just Islam doesn't match up with Western values whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Not one thing in Islam. And I have friends who, are Muslim, but you know what? Well, so this is how I'll say it. I know a lot of Muslims here, but they're not like, these hardcore Muslims that you think. Because a lot of the things that Islam promotes, they don't follow, which, teach their own.
Hmm.
But a lot of this overwhelming flow of, hardcore Islam is coming here and people are seeing it everywhere.
Well, I've heard two things: that there is the Muslim religion, and then there are um, people who have like I guess it would be their kind of priest imams who have changed the translation or the interpretation of it to create Islam, essentially a different form of it that is like this radical thing that you're seeing now. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's a front just to like, okay, come on in.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's what I've heard. So there's kind of they're creating their own distinction between the two.
Well, did you ever see that interview of the one guy talking? He's like, why do like so many people who practice Islam like vote like liberal?
I seen that one guy talking on
And he's
Friday.
like, because liberal beliefs are so much easier to take over than conservative beliefs.
Well, they're not grounded in values or morals.
Mhm.
They're just kind of whatever floats, right?
And as much as people don't want to, say it, but Canada is a Christian country.
Mm-hmm.
North America is.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I'm all for people practicing the freedom of religion, but one religion practices peace and forgiveness and self-sacrifice. The other one does not.
Well, I forget whether if it was Bashar al-Assad or if it was Saddam Hussein. Either one of those leaders during the wartime, they would have Christians surrounding them, not Muslims, because Christians will not commit suicide.
Oh, well, there you go.
Crazy.
And I know I'm sure people are just gonna
Oh,
blow up
oh, probably.
the facts of what Christians have done. And I'm not saying Christianity itself is the end all be all, but if you compare the two, Christianity up here, Islam down here. Jesus talked about loving thy neighbor,
Hmm.
self-sacrifice, forgiveness. Islam, from what I've read and seen, is quite the opposite. You know, kill the unbeliever. You got jihad on those who don't believe. You know, men are above women. Just and it's like you see these like liberals like always like
I was gonna go
promoting
there.
Islam,
Yeah.
and I'm like, if that takes over, you guys are done for.
Do you like dressing the way you do?
Yeah,
All these LGBT people, you think you can wear piercings and pink hair and all this stuff, like
not
no
just that,
clothes?
but
Walk. You think there's gonna be a Pride
do you
Month?
remember when when the whole protest for Palestine first came out? You saw those signs, and it was like queer for Palestine, and I'm like, mm, that's not a thing.
No.
Because you may have your pronouns here, but you go to Palestine with those pronouns, your pronouns were gonna be was were, not
Mhm.
they them.
Yeah.
I mean, they throw gay people off the roof there.
Yeah.
Like Islam is not down for the gays as much as gays want them to be down.
Not
They're
at
not
all.
about that whatsoever.
No.
So,
Well, even Saudi Arabia, which is Saudi Arabia, like the UAE, like Dubai, they're kind of like the bastion of freedom and democracy. And I
mhm,
say that with quotations because it's still an Islamic state,
yeah.
but they just allowed drinking
Ooh.
for non-Muslims there. So people who come to travel, they're
Oh yeah, because they
do
want they
business.
want the
Yeah, they're kind of opening up a little bit, but that's a very small section of the Middle East.
yeah.
And anywhere else you go, it's just completely forbidden, right? So like these people that are like the liberals, for example, they talk about inclusivity and all freedom and all this other stuff, but I mean they're bringing in people who do not believe in that at all.
Yeah.
So and they talk about the oppression of women and all these other people, but then you just see how their societies are functioning now,
Mhm.
and it's the exact opposite, like you said.
It's not good.
No. So I think these people need to do a little bit of research on
Some
the things,
self-reflection.
self-reflection, research, and find Jesus.
Amen.
Shall we roll on to the next one?
Yeah. Or what's the chat or what's the commentary saying about this?
Islam isn't using the sword to fight us anymore. They're using the pen in politics.
That's true.
Well, I mean, if we're going to keep going on that, I guess what they're trying to do in Texas was trying to make their own city.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and there's honestly, and going back to the UK, there's 130 Sharia councils. There's 3,000 mosques,
Mhm.
and most of the mayors of all the major cities are Muslim.
I think the UK is cooked, as the young kids will say, or fried.
Well, it reminds me of that Gerard Butler movie, London Has Fallen.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, though, I think there's only 4 million there out of 100 million people. So
Muslims?
yeah,
That's still a lot.
that's a lot. But if I don't know. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's move on to the next one. Before
I think the next one's related to Islam as well.
Okay. We'll
This
pull
episode is
up.
going to be called Bear With Me Podcast Hates Muslims, apparently.
Yeah, no, it's not true, by the way.
So what's the next one here?
Yeah, it's our friend Matt Walsh.
Oh, right. Oh, got to turn on the headphones for this. Okay, you play it, and I will give a play-by-play. The
They'll
people
be able to hear it.
Oh, they will?
Yeah.
8 a.m. by the Muslim call to prayer.
Yeah, they will in 2 seconds here.
Sorry, guys. We're getting the audio linked up so you guys can hear this clip. This comes from Matt Walsh, who is talking about
But the mosques in
the
East
call to
Dearborn are
prayer
now
in
at
Michigan.
times waking us up at 5:30 in the morning with the call to prayer.
This is Dearborn resident Andrea Unger at last night's city council meeting stating that mosques using outdoor loudspeakers for their call to prayer should not be allowed, and says she believes it's not supposed to be allowed per city ordinance.
The noise complaints have been made out and the police have made numerous visits. What is the next step?
There was some question whether or not any outdoor loudspeakers are allowed, something that was not clarified, only that more evidence is being gathered. But CBS Detroit did examine Dearborn's noise ordinance between the hours of 10 p.m. and 11 a.m. are in violation of the ordinance.
So that is the sound you get to hear if you live in a city in Michigan. That's the sound. And I was talking about this on X, and somebody said, I saw a few comments that said, well, what about church bell? You had a problem with that, with the Muslim call to prayer over the loudspeaker? But what about church bells? You had an issue with, well, what's the difference? Well, I'll tell you the difference. Number one, church bells are much more beautiful. Number two, church bells don't ring at 5 a.m. And number three, America is a Christian country. Okay. At its core, at its root, philosophically, historically, America is a Christian country. Being in an American city and hearing a church bell is normal. It's good. It's traditional. It's what you expect. Woken up at 5 a.m. by the Muslim call to prayer.
But the mosque in
Huh.
Very interesting.
That's the I've never heard like I've heard it on movies. It's like and is that just telling them like, hey guys, it's time to pray?
I don't know. I don't speak Arabic, but I'm sure that by that's what he's saying. I'm sure that's what it is.
Can you imagine hearing that at 5 a.m. in the
No.
morning? I'd be freaking the out.
No way.
So that's in where's that?
Dearborn, Michigan. But I'm pretty sure the mayor of Dearborn is
A Muslim
a Muslim.
or a Muslim?
Muslim is Jesse Peterson.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you have an overflowing of Muslims coming into this town, and it's not just that that town in Michigan. There's tons of these popping up, like in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
It's predominantly all Muslim now.
I'm pretty sure Minneapolis has a Somalian city.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I heard that too.
Well,
Which is
this is what happens when you don't speak up and say this is
Yep.
lack of a better word, effed up. But
Well, it's colonizing. It's settlements, making settlements. It's not assimilation and it's not integration. I mean, not saying you can't have your right to freedom of religion, but you're completely stomping on everyone around you.
blasting it out though at 5 a.m. or
Yes.
like 10 p.m. at night, like church bells aren't going off at 10 o'clock or 5 a.m. Like I can't remember when was the last time you ever heard a church bell?
I haven't heard one in years.
Yeah. And it's just, I don't know. Or it's like you'll see them, they'll all just start praying out in the middle of the street.
Blocking roads. Look at Montreal. They did it in front of one of the big St. Catholic churches over there, and they also blocked a street. But then Quebec turned around, I'm pretty sure, and said that they banned praying in public. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with banning prayer in public, but like when you roll out a mat and you just do it in the middle of like a street, or I saw there was a guy on Costco who was doing it. I just feel like you can pray anywhere you want, but like if you're doing it out in public, I mean, be considerate about it.
well, that's just the problem, right?
Like-
is they're not being considerate in those instances. Like if you're just praying, who cares?
Yeah.
But don't block everybody. That's asserting yourself in that person's country, city, whatever.
Think how weird it would be like if you were in Costco and like I'm a Christian and I just came up like you were about to grab some jam and I just started praying out loud. You'd be like, what the fuck?
That's
Excuse me? Are you praying for me? And I'm like, hey buddy, just mind your business. I'm saying a prayer right now.
yeah.
I think people might be, I mean, maybe what if Christians just start doing that? Like the call to prayer thing. I just get over the intercom. All right, guys, everyone get ready.
That'd be
We're
funny.
about to pray. I'll see you guys in the foyer.
Oh, you'd be a Christian nationalist.
Yeah.
You'd be all over the news.
Right?
Yeah, Christian nationalist at Walmart opens up the intercom and starts praying.
Oh dear.
The double standard's crazy.
What's commentary saying now?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing on that one?
Nothing on that one.
Oh
Wait.
Oh.
No, I was wrong. The Hooting Owl. I vote to make it mandatory to blast the fuck out of the Mark Rebillet, I don't know. Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go song every morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's motivational.
blast David Goggins, get him going. Get him in your ear.
Yeah, but not everyone needs to hear that.
Not everyone needs to hear a 5 a.m. prayer call.
No, I don't know. Have you ever heard that here? I haven't heard it anywhere in Canada yet.
No, I haven't. Besides the praying in the streets in Montreal, I think they did it. No, that's incorrect. Yeah, just in Montreal so far. I've
It's in
heard.
Montreal, so hopefully it doesn't come here.
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I'm all down. I'm all about prayer. I think prayer is probably one of the greatest things you can do.
Mhm.
But I mean, do it in your own, space.
Be
That's
considerate
not
of pe-
gonna.
be considerate of people. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Don't make other people feel uncomfortable about it.
Mhm.
So
Well, it just stigmatizes you, right?
yeah,
Like they always talk about acceptance and all this other stuff. They want to be accepted in society. Well, why are you doing that?
Islam doesn't believe in that.
Well, whenever something happens to one of them,
Oh,
they go on the news and like, oh, I don't feel accepted. I feel afraid. It's xenophobia. It's like, well,
Islamophobia.
Islamophobia, or maybe xenophobia is something else. I don't know.
That means you're scared of Muslims?
Yeah.
See, I never understood the word like trans. You're transphobic.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not scared of any of those guys.
It's a buzzword.
Yeah,
It's a buzzword.
it's like if you don't agree with it, you must be afraid of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. I might not understand what you guys are talking about, but it doesn't mean I'm transphobic or
Mhm.
Islamophobic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would say I know, like, a decent amount about Islam.
I'd say, like, as Christian people, you're pretty accepting of most people.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I'm not going to hate on anyone for being, a Muslim, as long as they're not being a violent Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be the same way if, someone was, being a hardcore Christian and on hating other people. It's like, oh, wait, you don't believe in Jesus? Then F you and
Yeah.
cause a ruckus.
Of course.
I mean, because that would kind of go against what Jesus stood for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's all about, spreading the gospel and all that, but you got to do it in a respectful way.
Of
Or
course.
no one's gonna, take your message seriously.
No. Well, you just look like a violent idiot, really.
Yeah.
You're just clearly off your rocker. But yeah, I mean, hey,
Careful. The Muslims are gonna come after us
why?
because we think they're crazy right now.
I
You
was
just said
talking
come
about
off your
I was talking
rocker.
about the crazy Christian that was.
Okay.
screaming.
Whoops,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get you canceled here.
Yeah, I know. No, I was talking about the guy that
He's like, yeah, no,
example you just
not
gave me.
not Muslims. I love Muslims.
Yeah.
It's those Christians you got to worry about.
Yeah.
You never hear about the Christian extremists.
No, not really, unless it's like some thing in the States where they're turning against somebody and they just start labeling them everything they can think of.
It's like if you think so, you always hear about this, Muslim extremist, but I was like, when was the last time you heard of like a Christian extremist? Like, I'm actually being serious. I'm not trying to be funny, but like the only thing I can think of, which would be like a form of extremism, I guess you could say, would be like like the Crusades or like Waco, that nutcase.
Was he Christian?
I think
I
I
thought
don't
he made
know.
his own religion and he kind of got everybody into his little
I
cult or
think
something.
he thought he was like the next second coming,
Oh,
but
okay.
I mean, I don't know. Any of those guys is like the crazy guys who start the cults. You like everyone's down for it until the part where he's like, yeah, no one else can have sex with the girls except me.
Yeah.
And then some guys stay, and then some guys are like, the hell did you just say? No, we're not down with that.
There's been some crazy stories in the States about that.
Which ones?
Well, the one with Joe Rogan talked about this guy where he was going to buy that comedy club in Austin.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
yeah, yeah.
And it was like a gay guy who was like a good looking guy who got all these people together and then he starts banging everybody.
Yeah.
Guys
And then they
girls,
start talking to each
everyone.
other. He goes, yeah, did he bang you? He goes, yeah. What? He banged you too? He goes, yeah. Dude, I think he's banging all of us. Like the guys and the girls.
That's funny.
It's always weird.
It always
always
turns
one
into
guy-
some sex thing.
Yeah, it always turns out that way. It's like one guy who's like, yeah, God's talking to me, and he says I have to have sex with all of you, and no one else can.
Yeah. Well, there's a crazy one where I don't know, I think this was in the 20th century, where this guy got a bunch of people together and they went and committed suicide in Africa or something like that.
No, not Africa. That's is it Mike Jones? That's the Jonestown.
Jim Jones.
Jim Jones.
Jim Jones.
Dude,
That was a wild one.
that wasn't even too long ago.
Really?
Yeah, that was like less than like 50 years ago, maybe even like 40 years ago.
Yeah, so the 20th century.
Eh,
1900s.
20th century? Are we in the
1900s.
21st century now?
Yeah, the 1900s would be the 20th century, though.
Okay. Once again, coming full circle on why you're somewhere smarter than me. Because I just did mental gymnastics there.
Oh, you would have gotten it.
But yeah, Jim Jones I don't know if they went to Africa. I think they went somewhere in like South America.
Oh, maybe they did.
And it was like the biggest mass suicide ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I watched a documentary on it and I stopped like once it got into like the suicide part, so pretty much the end, I guess. But
Mhm.
it was just
Watch it all the way. Oh, it's
I
getting
only
good.
watched half of it. Well, I watched
Yeah.
till they killed themselves,
Yeah.
but like there's like recordings of them, and
Wow.
basically they all drank like cyanide,
Mhm.
but some people didn't want to because they were saying like we all have to die because we're gonna go to this better place. And then the minute they brought up like, oh yeah, the children have to die too, a lot of people are like, well, we don't think they should die. And he goes, well, don't you want the children with us when we're in paradise? So they would get some to like they force them to drink this, the Kool-Aid is what they called because they mixed, I think it was cyanide and Kool-Aid they mixed. And then if not, they would take the cyanide and inject it into the kids.
Oh my.
And so when the army showed up, like there was just hundreds of dead bodies. And I just saw like one clip, like I'm getting goosebumps talking about it because it makes me feel so sick. But there's like a video of it and you just see like it looks like everyone's sleeping, but everyone's just dead.
Wow.
And yeah.
Well, it shows you how suggestible people are.
Well,
You know what I mean? They can believe a lot of things.
I think the documentary is called Surviving Jonestown. And then they're interviewing survivors too, like people who like either took the drink and didn't take enough of it or people who just pretended to. But like
Wow.
it's insane. Like what kind of mental state do you have to be in to be convinced, this one guy is the second coming or he's this prophet or whatever the case, and you're willing to like kill yourself because of that belief?
Well, I think if you find kind of the wounded birds, for lack of a better term, in society,
Yeah.
and they feel lonely, and you give them a purpose, and you inspire them, and you tell them the same things every day, kind of what we talked about with the propaganda.
Yeah.
If you tell somebody something often enough, they start to believe it,
Yeah,
and they have nothing else going for them. So like, okay, this sounds great. Like this guy makes sense, and then next thing you know, you're drinking cyanide somewhere in either South America or wherever.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's a progression. It's not like, one day they believe him. I bet you that was over a period of time. It's the same thing like kids in Santa Claus, you tell them they believe it.
Yeah.
The presents show up.
Any parents who are listening to this, make sure your children are listening to this because Quentin just did the biggest
Sorry,
spoiler
guys.
ever
Sorry.
that Santa's not real.
Dan will be upset over that.
Yeah. What's the chat saying? Oh, that sounds so cringe when I say that, but
Nothing.
Nothing on the Jim Jones thing. Wow.
The ear is dead.
Okay. All right, moving on. What's our next one?
Okay, let's see here.
Hopefully it's not targeted towards Muslims.
No, but we could go over to Quebec since we were talking about Quebec.
Oh god. Oh. All right.
Should we go to Quebec?
Yeah, let's do this one. This will be interesting because we were just talking about LGBTQ issues. Alrighty, guys, buckle up. This should be good.
All right, here we go.
I think, yeah, play it.
All right.
For the last 7 years,
So what's the headline say?
We have been waiting to
Three males in
become
a
parents
polyamorous relationship
together,
adopt a
something
3-year-old.
that officially happened
Oh.
yesterday.
She's perfect, of course. Like any,
curious.
she's curious, she's
I can't
energetic,
hear anything.
she
Can
loves
you?
to play, she loves to jump,
Oh.
she loves to dance.
They adopted their 3-year-old through Quebec's Youth Protection
okay.
Services,
Just
but
let it
first
play.
had to be
yeah,
approved
there
as
you go.
foster parents, something that required a lot of work and openness, they say, to their relationship.
We had a lot of things to go through in order to be able to have that accreditation, and it's through that process that they learned that we are a little different because we're 3, but we're not different from any other family.
My
Some
audio
other
just keeps on
Canadian
cutting out, but
provinces,
you give me
including
the clip
Ontario
notes
and
on
British
this.
Columbia, legally recognize more than 2 parents. Quebec does not. Last April, a Quebec Superior Court judge ruled the government has a year to modify the civil code to allow a child to have more than two recognized parents, saying the current situation is unconstitutional and violates the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms since it discriminates against different family models. Quebec is appealing the decision. The Justice Ministry declared a request for an interview, saying they won't comment since the matter is in court.
We think that either way, it might go all the way to the Supreme Court. But we're saddened from the fact that we're not backed by our own government, which is supposed to be an open government that wants to help every single family.
While the law doesn't recognize all three as parents, they say they're sharing the responsibilities equally and doing whatever they can to create a stable home and secure future for their daughter.
We talk about what come up if we split up or if someone dies and stuff like that. We do anticipate those things because we have to, because we're not protected if it doesn't.
And after what it has taken to get here, they're enjoying this moment.
We are lucky to be three to give her all that support, but I think we're the lucky ones to have her in our life.
Denise Roberts, CTV.
Okay.
So I could only hear half that, but I could hear the gist of it.
Yeah.
So give me the cliff notes quickly.
So basically, these three dudes, they're in a polyamorous relationship. However, according to the criminal code, a child is not able to be adopted to more than two people. So what they're saying is that, well, first of all, they put it through the court system that they're being discriminated against by their own government because three people are not able to adopt a kid, which obviously, if our history, this is just a very new thing that people are doing this kind of polyamorous relationship that out in the open anyways. I'm sure
What
people
is
have done
okay?
it.
Sorry, forgive me for my stupid brain.
Sure.
What's polyamorous?
I'm not crazy on the newspeak, but I know polyamorous is referring to groups of more than two people who are in a relationship at the same time. But I'm not.
So it's like a 3-person relationship.
Yeah, or more. You know, there's people who are like 4 or 5.
So those
6.
3 people are dating each other, or they
Yes.
can date other people as well as those 3 people.
I don't know. I mean, they're dating each other. That's what they're saying. There's 3 guys dating each other. That's what it means.
Gay, but we know that already. I don't get that. Okay, so it's 3 dudes together, and they want to adopt. Pass me one of those.
Yeah, they want to adopt a child
Yeah.
because obviously they can't have one of their own. In that current polyamorous relationship.
You're telling me two guys cannot have a baby together?
Whoa! Did you
What
not
kind
know
of
that?
science are you?
I know.
Where have you been?
I know. I must be ancient here. I'm on the old speak.
That's
Men
not science.
can't have babies apparently.
Well, what is a man?
A person who identifies as male.
Okay. I get it now.
No, seriously though, like yeah, so they're basically saying that the government is discriminating against them because they can't adopt a child with 3 people. I mean, even if you have a man, female, and another man or another female, you're still not allowed to.
Okay, so it's just not the fact that they're gay,
No,
but
nothing to do with
it's
that.
it's a threesome.
Yeah,
in a sense.
well, because they're not letting the kid go with 3 people.
Yeah,
How would
what
that-
happened? Like, what would happen if they broke up?
Well, yeah, I have no idea.
Are you going to like 3 different houses? Pull up your main screen.
Well, if they added one more,
I just want to see if anyone's commenting on this hot topic.
in my opinion, I don't think this is right. Like, I have no problem with gay people, but I believe girls growing up need a motherly figure to understand and help with puberty.
Who said that?
100%, Dan.
Dan.
100%. You need a mother and a father. You need the nature versus nurture. You know what I mean? You need the traditional family home. They have statistics on this, and single parent homes. Traditionally, the father does better over a time span because they're, I don't know, the discipline much better. But single mother homes statistically are much worse than single father homes. But obviously,
what's the statistics on same-sex marriage kids? Because I know I'm sure we'll hear it that there's lots of kids who grow up with 2 gay dads or 2 gay moms.
Yeah,
who thrive, which I'm sure that's the case. But like, as long as you, this okay. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here a little bit because I'm usually the opposite. So,
well, it's good.
as a lot of people say, it doesn't matter, what they believe in, as long as the kids looked after or they're loved, then they're fine. I agree with that into a sense, but I mean, I feel like it may be different if it was, two dudes raising a boy. I'm still not really okay with that just because I believe, you know, if you're raising a family, you should have a father and a mother.
Mhm.
And I'm talking about like a real father, real mother, not a guy who identifies as a mother and all that bullshit. Because
The
that's
traditional sense.
yeah,
Mhm.
like a man born with a penis and a woman born with a
Yeah,
vagina.
gotcha.
Man, woman, we understand what those are.
Yes, we do.
I think that's what makes a good, um, to raise a child in,
It's
because
worked
it's
for the
like you
last
guys
2,000 years
complement each
plus.
other,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
The dad can be, well, I don't have boys, so it's a little different for me. I only have two girls, but it's like, the mother brings certain aspects to the table, as does the dad. The dad might be a little more harder on discipline if he has boys. If he has girls, the mom's usually a little more harder on discipline.
Mhm.
I know that's the case for me because I I bend the knee to my daughters
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time, especially Frankie. My wife will say something, and then Frankie will come around the corner and ask me. I'm like, okay. And then she'll be like, Joe, I just told her no. I'm like, oh shit, but Kelly, look at
Yeah,
that
I
face.
know. How could you
But
say no?
like, they each bring, like, a man and woman each bring the equal value to that relationship.
Mhm.
And I think that's where you see kids, grow up to be, you know, good humans.
Yep.
But in saying that too, because I know some people will say this, there's tons of kids who were raised by a mom and a dad who turned out to be, shitheads. Nonetheless, I get that. That's why I'm trying to see both sides and be,
Mhm, mhm.
compassionate. Do I think gay couples should be able to have kids? Yes, I think if they're coming from, uh, I want to say like a place of love, but I feel like you need more than that when it comes to kids.
Mhm, mhm.
Yes, they should be able to, but I feel like you need, like, especially if you're raising like a boy, and let's say two dudes are raising a boy. Well, you know, he's gonna need help, like, with that too. Same with, if a guys or two girls are raising a boy. I don't know. Everyone's gonna say I'm homophobic now.
No, not really. I mean, it's not like you're saying no. They're over at the gate going to be terrible parents. They're going to screw up the child. You're not saying that. But once we start opening the floodgates to all this other crazy stuff, their gay marriage was allowed in 2015.
Mhm.
They're allowed to adopt children. Whatever you feel about that. Once you start getting into the crazy stuff, the polyamorous, and you got four dudes sleeping in the same bed, living with kids. What kind of example are you setting to this child?
Yeah,
At that point, it's like,
I
okay,
think the
we're getting
thing
too
that steers
extreme.
me away from this is that there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
As an adult, that's confusing for me. Like, I just had to figure out what the hell that meant.
Hmm.
Now try to explain that to you know, your kid. I'm dad 1, I'm dad 2, I'm dad 3. Now now try explaining that
Yeah, that's
to,
kind of weird. Yeah.
your friends. I have 3 dads. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Hmm.
I think it just, I don't know. I feel like it sets up for disaster, but
Well, for sure. I mean, yeah, it's not stable either because they're not all three married.
well, that's another case
There's
too.
no real commitment there. Now they can say they're committed, and maybe they've been together for 20 years. I have no idea. But at the same time, you need a stable family home.
Yeah.
And statistically, the nuclear family is the best way to do it. Let's just go by that.
Mhm.
Statistically, they have the best outcomes, and they're the most stable mentally, and they do better in school.
Yeah.
Which then they do better in life. Not necessarily it's indicative of that, but overall they do better in life when they have
Having
the nuclear family.
having a good mom, good
Good
dad.
mom, good dad.
Okay.
So maybe we'll just leave that one there.
I think so.
But yeah, that's what's going on in Quebec.
Makes sense. It's in Quebec.
Yeah, they do have a
Just
stigmatism.
que say fuck. Did anyone else comment on that? I
No,
feel like that was kind of a hot topic,
that
but
was a hot topic. But in other news, let's go to Ontario.
oh dear. Man, I feel like all our news is always coming from like Ontario or out there.
Yeah, I know.
And then anytime it's like involves Alberta, it's like, yeah, we just want our guns back and let us drill for oil.
Yeah, let us
Oil
work.
and guns.
Let us work and let's go sport shoot and
Yeah.
hunt. That's it.
Or we're tired of these immigrants.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
So what is this one? Read it before you play it.
Okay, so this is disturbing footage that has come out of Richmond Hill. A man chased down and unalived in broad daylight. This is what the Liberals voted for. Never forget. Somebody put this on the video. Sean Fraser needs to see this and tell us how hate symbols are a priority, or how we aren't living in the Wild West. How about that? Let's add that one in there.
You said he unalived himself? Oh,
That's how they're-
like psh, psh.
Yeah, that's how.
So this guy was, can I say shot or?
Yeah, I think so.
This guy was shot in the street
Broad daylight, by the way.
and ooted. I'm trying to say it so we don't get canceled.
Yeah, that's
But the
probably
guy was
fine. They
put
get it.
down, let's
They
just
get
say, with a firearm in the middle of the street in broad daylight.
Mhm.
Can we show this clip?
I mean, I don't know if we should.
Maybe not. Let's pause that
It comes
one.
up as sensitive, but you guys can find this on Instagram. It's circulating everywhere.
Oh, you can't see anything. I've seen this. You can play it. Okay. I think I need a new headphone company because I can't hear shit.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone can even really see that. So this car pulled up, and this guy followed him and took him out there, and then they drove away.
Oh shit! Now I heard it. Oh
Yeah, this is the getaway vehicle here, and then some guy comes running over to help him.
yeah, you ain't getting up after that.
No.
So the guy shot him like 3 times.
Yeah.
And then finished him off with one last shot.
Yep.
Well.
Yeah. It's pretty
Fuck.
crazy. It seems like the Wild West to me.
And that was where in Ontario?
Richmond Hill. It's not even a bad area.
There's a lot of stuff going on in Ontario.
Yeah, I know.
Like all the break-ins in Ontario.
In that area too, Vaughan, like the GTA is just terrible. Every day, every week, there's something going on.
What's the no, I won't even go there. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna say, what's the demographic there?
Oh yeah, I can just imagine what the demographic is.
You're picking up what I'm putting
Yeah,
down.
on the armed robberies, the break-ins. the
My
home
thing.
invasions.
So when originally I first saw this, I was thinking like, what was like? Do we know like what the backstory is? Like why? I'm assuming they didn't catch the guy.
No, definitely not.
Was it like targeted? Like it seemed like it was targeted, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, was it criminal? Like, were these criminals doing it, or was this just like some random crazy dude?
I don't know. It seems like it was a targeted shooting. I don't know specifics. They haven't really come out with anything because I don't think they know anything.
Because if this was a child, you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
and it was a father going after this guy and getting it, I'm all for that. Maybe not in the middle of the street,
No.
but that's insane. And it's funny. The one guy was saying that the Sean Fraser, he's like, yeah, this isn't the Wild West. Well, I
Have you
hope
looked out
you've
the
seen this
window?
video.
Have you looked out the window in Ontario, buddy?
Yeah, shit. Alberta is considered the Wild West. I don't think so.
Does it seem like the government is doing their job? They try to be like these big protectors and dad and mom and act like that, but yet they allow this stuff to go on and they don't do anything about it.
Well, look at this here.
Yeah.
And then they shut down the 3 strikes
Yep.
rule.
Yep. So if they got caught, they get let out. They probably get reduced sentences because
Yep.
that's just what they do. And then they come out, they do it again, and they can do it as many times as they want. So you're incentivizing these gangs or criminal organizations. It's just basically you can do whatever you want because we have so many people that we'll take out whoever we need to, no problem. You might get 2 years in jail if you even get caught. Even if they get a 10-year sentence, if the jails are so overfilled, they just let them out early.
Yeah.
Just behave yourself in jail, and then you get let out early. No problem.
That's insane. I've never seen something like that in Canada. Like I've seen the shootings, but like I didn't see like that was a public execution.
Yeah. One thing I hear from the liberal side all the time is that, we're not the United States. We don't have these guns and gun problems in Canada. But then now it seems every day or every week you see someone's getting shot in Ontario.
It's funny you say that because so everyone always says that. They're like, oh yeah, like we don't have the same, gun crime we do in the States as we do here. I'm like, yeah, but you have to take in consideration our population, I don't know why I emphasize the pop part in that word, is so far few from the states.
10%.
Yeah. So, like, because what's Canada's population?
I think now it's up to 41 million documented people.
That's not even as many people as there are in California. I don't even think that's as many people as there are in LA.
I don't know.
That's insane. So we have, you know, I'm gonna say what 80% less people than they do.
90. They have 10 times as much people as we do.
Okay, so 90% less
They're
people.
around 400 million, maybe a little bit less.
Okay, so you look at how many people they have and how much crime they have. Now look how many little people we have and how much crime we have. I bet you it'd be pretty damn close if we had the same numbers to match up how much crime is happening. And you see a huge rise of it now happening in Canada. It's because we got this, soft stance on crime, and the government wants to police speech more than they do criminals.
It's funny you should say that, actually, because I seen a stat the other week that was per capita, we have more violent crime. I'm pretty sure they were referring to home invasions. It was 34.8 per 100 people or 100,000 people or something like that.
Yeah.
So we actually statistically have higher crime rates in the United States per capita
Oh dear.
recently. So
Yeah. Well, it's like
and that's just what we hear about. We don't even hear about like 90% of what goes on.
no.
You know,
Do you think more people are less people are more likely to call the police now than they would before?
I'm not too sure on that. I think people still are cop callers, well, as they should be if a crime's happening.
Yeah.
But I don't think you hear about it as much, right?
So let me word it a little better for you.
Okay.
If you know the criminals are just going to get out or get a
Oh, I see.
slap on the wrist, what's the point of calling the police anymore?
I'm sure there is some of that because, then there might be fear of, okay, maybe I'm going to get targeted.
Yeah.
And the response time on police nowadays is terrible,
Yeah.
right? They're so busy. They're
Well, how
busy
many
dealing with
people
things.
want to be police officers anymore?
Not a lot.
No.
They've been demonized, especially during COVID and the BLM and all this other stuff, defund the police.
Hmm.
So they're demonized. Or anything bad that they do is posted all over social media.
Well, it's just like you see this stuff going on now, and it's just like, well, the police can't do anything with it. They round these people up, and then the justice system just lets them out. So it's like, what's the how do you market? Hey, come make a difference and be a cop. Just kidding. We don't. We basically just, are taxis for these criminals to take them to, jail just to be let out, the next day.
I don't know which is worse. So two scenarios. One scenario is you arrest all these people and they get out the next day.
Yeah.
Or two, you have the threat of going to jail, but you don't get arrested. So you don't know that they're going to let you out. Like, you know what I mean? How it used to be, okay, that you're afraid the police are going to come get you because you're going to go to jail. So you have the thought there.
Yeah.
But there's no overt soft on crime laws. So I don't know what's worse. You let them out the next day or you just don't go after them at all. It's almost the same or worse because they know they've got that ambition. They know they're not going to get thrown in jail or they'll be out the next day.
Well,
So they're even that much more confident in what they're doing.
yeah, because they know nothing's going to happen.
Yeah. Just make sure that you comply when they break in your house.
Yeah. Comply. Well, I had a family member, I won't mention who, was telling me because I said, somebody breaks into my house, I'm going to kill them. And he's like, he kind of brought up what I taught before. Like, if they're just there to rob you, like, would Jesus be okay with you killing someone just trying to steal your things? And I was like, well, no, I don't think, Jesus would be okay with that. But when someone breaks into your house, I don't know what their intent is. And he was saying, well, most break-ins happen during the day. I'm like, well, the amount of break-ins that we're seeing lately would differ that.
Yes.
They're happening during nighttime now. And they're coming in with weapons. And then he mentioned something. He's like, oh, what if it was a family member of yours that broke in and, had their face covered? Would you still have that same stance? I'm like, well, I would, because I don't know that they're my family member. Hopefully I didn't have a family member dumb enough to do that. But it's just like, I don't know. It's hard to say because I wouldn't just kill anyone for like I'm not gonna kill someone just for trying to steal from me.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't know that they're just trying to steal from me.
Yeah.
You break into my house, there's a good chance you're gonna get shot.
Well, how are you breaking in?
Yeah.
You're breaking in unless you're kicking the door in
Mhm.
unarmed. You're probably these guys are not big dudes. You don't have the mountain kicking in your door. You have skinny dudes, a few of them, not just one guy. It's never
Yeah.
just one guy breaking in your home either with a hammer, an axe. We've seen axes,
Yeah.
shooting the door.
The crossbow guy.
The crossbow guy, like they're not breaking in unarmed. First of all,
Well, let's just say like a bunch of guys come into your house and you know they're unarmed. Do you just let them steal your stuff?
no, I would say I'm considering this a threat to my life.
Yeah.
So you
Like,
have 5 seconds to turn around and walk away, and I'll let you. I won't do anything to you.
So I look at this at two ways. I'll give you, if you come into my house and I'm able to grab my gun before I think you're a threat, I will give you the one warning. Hey, this is a firearm. I'm decently a good shot. Obviously, I'm not going to use this vocabulary. I'm sure I'll be using cuss words, but I'll give them one chance. Hey, you can leave now with your life, but if you take another step forward or, come at me, whatever, you're going to get lit up. And I mean lit up.
Well, you have to defend yourself. You've got kids upstairs.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the other thing.
What happens if they take you out and then it's like, okay, I've got free roam to do whatever the hell I want now?
Yeah. It's like it's different if you don't have kids, but like I can't take that chance.
Mhm.
Like, oh, what if they're just here to rob me? Well, I don't want them to rob me, period. I don't want someone to die over, stealing from me, but I'm also just not going to let anyone steal from me, too.
Yeah.
It's like that doesn't make you a crazy person to say like you're willing to kill someone who's stealing your stuff. But like what kind of man are you, or like what kind of human just lets someone steal from them?
Well, the way I see it is they are putting material things over the value of their own lives by breaking into people's houses.
Yeah.
And you know what? If the government just came out with a law that said citizens have the right to defend themselves fully and irregardless of
And their property.
circumstance and their property, and they can do whatever they deem necessary at that time to propel that person out of their home, it would just stop. It would mostly stop. You wouldn't even have to do anything.
Yeah.
You just put that in law that they have the right to do it, and it would stop. Maybe not completely,
Mhm.
but the people that would be coming in would probably be armed and ready to go.
What I think will happen if that law does happen is someone's going to test it.
Mhm.
They're going to get shot. They're going to get killed. And then I think you will see people second guessing their choices of breaking and entering.
Mhm.
Now, if somebody, like, let's say tonight, somebody broke into my house, and let's say I have a Ring camera so I can see everything. Let's say I see, 3 dudes trying to break down my door. The first thing I'm doing is I'm looking at my wife, say, "Okay, call the police right now. I'm
Mhm.
going to grab my gun first. Then I'm going to my kids' rooms. I'm grabbing them. I'm putting them with my wife. I say, hey, lock this door. Do not come out until you hear me or the cops outside this door."
Mhm.
And then I'm standing at the top of the stairs, or I'm going to go right to the bottom where I can see them. And if they're not in the door, or if they're not in the house yet, I'm going to make my voice be known. Say, hey, look, I have a gun. If you come into this house, you're going to get shot.
Mhm.
If they keep on trying to get in, I'm going to give them one more warning. And then after that, if they make it through, well, you chose
Mhm.
and you made the wrong choice.
Well, if they keep going, they probably have a gun themselves, right?
Well, that's another thing too.
Yeah.
Okay. Caveat to that. If I see on the Ring camera, they have a gun, there's no warning.
Oh yeah,
You're
that's
getting
crazy.
lit the fuck up
That
right
would be
there.
crazy.
Even if before you even get into my house, if I see you trying to break into my house and you have a gun, you're done.
Yeah.
Because like when do you say, okay, well, when is it fair to shoot them?
Well, they would say,
Well, they're
oh,
at
they
my
have to shoot at you first. Like, okay, let me take a bullet first, and then
Yeah, no,
then
fuck
can,
that. I don't believe in
that's
that rule.
crazy.
Okay, I don't believe in a fair fight when it comes to criminals and protecting my family. I don't want there to be a fair fight. If I
Mhm.
had it my way, I would have night vision goggles on. I would have
Delta Dan.
I would have tripwires already set
Oh,
up,
that's
all
funny.
that.
Yeah,
Okay, but I
yeah,
don't. So if I see
that's
you at my
hilarious.
doorstep with a gun, there's a good chance you're gonna get shot.
Yeah. Well,
And
you give them all possible, like all reasonable notices, like, hey guys, like you're in the wrong house here,
not even that.
you know.
People know it's not their fucking house. Okay,
Mhm.
you know what? You know what your first warning is? Is when you go to put your hand on my door and it's locked. Maybe this isn't my house there, chief.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
Next one, you start breaking in, you're gonna hear either my voice or you're gonna hear gunshots.
yeah.
After that, if you still want to test me or still want to like test fate, come on in.
Well, that's the thing that Dan even said here, is that he said it's scary our own government won't let us protect ourselves while they have armed security. You know, because if you try to break in the prime minister's house, you're not going to make it across the front lawn,
No, you're not gonna.
especially if you have a gun.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really a double standard. Do they value their life more than ours? Clearly,
Well,
they do.
Danielle Smith came out and said she hasn't. The Alberta government or police, whatever, hasn't prosecuted anyone in home invasions for protecting yourself or property
Hmm.
since 2019.
Yeah,
Like nothing.
but she has common sense.
Yeah. Well,
She's a person. She's a human being.
mhm,
These people aren't human beings. You
yeah.
know, at the end of the day, they don't have no care for humanity.
Could you say that
Obviously.
most of these break-ins are happening in liberal provinces because
I
there's
would
such
say
a
so.
soft, kind of touch on crime and, you know, it seems like they care more about the people breaking in than they do the people who live there?
Well, I would say that, but I would also say, you know, you have the GTA there, and all around Lake Ontario, you have major cities all across, you know, from Toronto all the way around to Niagara. So I would say there's a lot of criminal organization there too.
Mhm,
You just have more criminals because there's 14 million people there. So you have
mm.
a lot more people committing crimes. Like statistically, you have the numbers are there.
Or do you think that maybe people are less likely to break into Albertans' homes because they know most Albertans own firearms?
It could be that. I mean, also, when you look at a city like Calgary, it's like a small town. A lot of people know a lot of people, surprisingly.
Mhm,
You know, so I think it's a little bit homier still. There is
yeah,
crime, obviously. There are home invasions, but not near close. I think it's more targeted than anything here,
yeah.
from what I've seen. It's not. There's not a huge gang culture, noticeably, anyways, that I've noticed. So
Oh, I think we definitely have gang culture in
sure,
Calgary,
sure.
but I don't think it's as prevalent as it is in, Ontario.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, and obviously them being soft on crime over there in Ontario, then yeah, like you have Ford, who's a conservative premier, but he's not a conservative.
No.
So
Well, yeah, note to all your criminals out there. Think twice before breaking into someone's house in Alberta.
look, just don't break into people's houses.
Yeah, how
How
about
about
be
that?
a decent
How
person?
about be a decent, law-abiding, respectable citizen? If you need help, ask somebody. More people
Yeah,
will be more willing to help you if you knock on their door during the day and say, "Hey, I need help," versus breaking down their door at night when they're sleeping.
yeah.
You know, not hard to ask.
Feel like someone just left a comment on there.
The hooting owl said, "I ain't giving no warning. Fuck that. You break in no matter what you have. Night night." This guy must be a guy. I don't know. They're savage.
Yep, that makes sense. What else?
Dan said, "Just make sure after it's said and done, you tell the cops you're fearful for your life." Well, of course you would be. Who wouldn't be? You've got three dudes breaking into your house. I mean, even if you can fight, let's say you are a good fighter, three guys. That's a lot to take on,
Yeah,
especially if they're armed. Like you can't do that.
no.
So I think a lot of the break-ins have gone up because our economy is down the drain, and there's a lot more homeless people and drug addicts because of our shitty policies. I think so. I think that's
Hmm.
a good estimate. I know even downtown in the inner cities, a lot of homeless people who hang out and like they congregate in front of gas stations or 7-Elevens or whatever. They're breaking into businesses a lot too.
Yeah.
You know, I always see the 7-Eleven downtown window smash or the window and the door smash and people broken in. There's wood there. Like, you know, people who are desperate are going to do desperate things.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we also be tough on crime, but give people opportunity? You know, there are people who aren't completely hopeless.
Yeah.
You know, give them opportunity, give them every opportunity that you possibly can. And if then they still are committing crimes, then it's just the person, not the circumstance, right?
Well, it's like the homeless situation in Calgary and, the pretty, I'd say, drastic like drug problem we have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's
even out here in
terrible.
the Southeast, like on almost every corner, you see somebody with a sign. Like, why not, instead of investing this money into, ridiculous things like this hate speech act and all that, why don't we allocate that money to these programs where it's like, it's no longer you get a choice to go to rehab. We're taking you to rehab.
Danielle Smith did that.
Well, she tried to,
She
but
tried to.
they turned it down because
She's
they're like, that
crazy.
goes against somebody's freedom of will or whatnot.
Well, how about all these poor business owners downtown who are just trying to survive in this economy, and they keep getting broken into every other week? What about their rights?
Well, the Max over by Chinook train station finally closed down,
Mm-hmm.
and like all those businesses in there closed down. And I remember somebody on the Calgary events page posted a photo of it, and it was like, "Do you know why? Anyone know why this place closed down?" And that was the first comment. I said, "We all know why."
Yeah.
And then some people were like, "Oh, what does that mean?" I'm like, "Well, it's because of all the junkies and homeless people."
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Oh, you just assume everyone who's homeless is a junkie? A lot of them just have mental health issues." I'm gonna say, well, maybe I'd say less than 1% are the mental health issues.
Well, they probably all have mental health issues.
Yeah, but 99% of them are junkies.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, forget the material things like of them stealing things from the stores. What about the poor people who have to work there?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
or the people getting
violence
off the train.
or that.
Yeah.
It's just, why not protect the people who actually are contributing to society and are just trying to go about their day? The innocent people.
Yeah.
What about their rights?
Well, hey, maybe before you run for prime minister, you could run for mayor. There is an election coming up this month in
Mhm.
October. You could be the prime candidate.
Might be a little late to submit my ticket.
Dude, the Bear With Me podcast is huge.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty sure all of
That's true.
Calgary is listening right now, and they are on board.
I hope so. I better put my name in the hat then.
I'd vote for you
Thank
as
you.
long as you held up your end.
Well, I wouldn't be putting in $8 million rings to look at in the city. That's for damn sure.
$8 million rings.
Didn't that blue ring that's in Calgary?
Oh,
spend
yeah.
$8 million on that. Yeah, who put that in their pocket?
I think that was our old mayor Nenchi, whatever.
Oh, that clown that's
Yeah.
up in Edmonton now.
That ding dong.
Who? Yeah, the leader of NDP who wants to go for Smith's job. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's.
They could have made that ring cool if they just put a bunch of rope through it and made it like one giant big dream catcher, but it's just literally a big metal circle.
Mm-hmm. 8 million.
That's how much it was? I didn't know it was 8
I'm
million. I
pretty
thought
sure
it
it
was
was-
a million.
I thought it was 8. Maybe I'm saying something that's not true.
Well, you're new to the West here, so
Someone at work told me it was 8 million.
$8 million for that?
That's what I said. That's why. There's no
I mean, I
way.
wouldn't be shocked if it was $8 million, but
Yeah.
$1 million seems more realistic for what it is.
Even then.
But even so, throw some rope through it and make it a big dream catcher.
Do something.
Because that's a bit of an eyesore. You drive by, you're like, what the hell is that thing? It's like, oh yeah, it's a circle. I don't know what that means. It's just a circle.
They needed some vacation fun, I guess.
Well, it's like all these big cities you see, they have cool monuments that are known for it. New York City has the Statue of Liberty. Boston has that weird silver shaped thing.
Why wouldn't they do a horseshoe for the Stampede? Something that actually resembles the culture in Calgary.
Something like that.
Wouldn't have costed a million or 8 million. I don't know. Maybe that's fake news, but it would have been a lot cheaper, I think.
It would have looked better anyways.
Yeah, it would have fit the culture.
So, do we have another one to catch up on? Is the chat saying anything interesting?
The Hooting Owl says vote for Pedro.
Pedro?
Yeah.
Who's Pedro?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, okay. Napoleon. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything else under that?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Should we go to our last news clip of the night?
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, we have something non-political to finish off on.
Something positive.
Something positive, and you guys might find it funny, actually.
What is it?
So, bizarre video of crab vaping underwater sets social media ablaze. It looks funny, but it's the saddest thing.
Can we actually see the video?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Alien Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now,
Is he just
you
holding
can
it?
save
Holding it, yeah.
£50 per person. That's
Oh, that's
£200
kinda
off
funny.
for
That
a
is
family of
funny.
4.
He's taking it. It's his now.
Oh, I thought he was actually using it. That would have been
It looked like he
would have
was.
been way cooler.
Yeah. So that's our funny topic to end off on the day.
Vaping.
Vaping. Need to get him some nicotine pouches.
That would have been funny if he was carrying a Zin container.
That'd be hilarious.
That's hilarious.
All right. Well.
Well, hold on. Let's discuss this.
Okay.
Vaping. What's your take on vaping?
I think it's terrible for your lungs.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's good at all. I mean, we have lots of studies on tobacco usage for thousands of years. People have been doing it forever. Not good. Not saying it's good, but
No.
vaping is a new thing. You're
Did
heating
you
up
ever
plastic.
vape?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I have.
I mean, every now and then, if I see someone that I know that has a vape, I'm like, here, let me suck on that thing quickly.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like heating up plastic and then inhaling it. It's probably not good.
No.
So I think
Is it weird that I would rather people smoke cigarettes rather than vaping? I know that sounds kind of counterproductive, but just like people would just vape anywhere,
Oh yeah.
like in the mall, just out of nowhere. Just
Airplane. Some guy
Yeah.
got busted this week on the airplane. They put him out, like shamed him. The lady opened up the bathroom and it was just a cloud coming out.
Oh
He's
dear.
just standing there like, okay, I'm screwed.
Yeah, and it's just like you see so many like young kids vaping too. Like when
Yeah.
I was in high school, we didn't have vapes. Like you know, you had a few kids smoke cigarettes or darts. Other than that, like no one really smoked. But you didn't see vaping. When vaping first came out, it was like the one where you had to like add the fluid to it yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like this big
Big,
giant
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And now you just get these little pocket vape things. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they're handy, but they come out with like, you know, you can get any flavor of vape you can think of. And that's kind of what bummed me out because they banned nicotine pouches and well, they didn't ban them, but you can only get one type of nicotine pouch, and it's just mint. They have 3 types, but it's all mint. It's like
Yeah.
spearmint, cool mint, and then mint. But it was a deterrent to say like, yeah, it attracts, you know, young kids from trying it because you could get tropical flavor or really I only know the 2 that Zonic made, which was
What
like,
about flavored cigars?
well, well, they got rid of flavored cigarillos too. But, you know, you can still get every flavor of vape.
So you punish the adults?
Yeah,
You punish
and
the
then they made
adults.
it so you can only buy nicotine pouches from pharmacies.
Well, government regulated,
Yeah.
of course.
And like the guy who came out with it, I don't know, excuse me, I don't know what his name was, but it was like it's you know, such a detriment to our youth. I'm like, man, do you think nicotine pouches are really you know, the shield you want to die on?
How about the safe injection sites that you guys allowed across the country? How about that? Or the fact that Trudeau allowed a BC company to manufacture cocaine in province? How about that? Is that not affecting the youth? How
Yeah.
old do you have to be to go to a safe injection site?
Well, not just that, but every flavor of vape you can think of. I
Yeah.
see more kids vape than to be honest, I've never seen a kid like under 18 with nicotine pouches. It's
No.
usually for people who are older trying to quit smoking or you know, they want to get a good dose of nicotine without sucking on a vape or cigarette or, you know, chewing tobacco.
I remember in high school, lots of kids had chewing tobacco though, different
Yeah,
flavors.
all
They
the hockey
get them from the
kids.
state. Yeah, they get
They
them
all
from
did
the States. Yeah,
the tin slap thing and
Yeah.
they put a fat dip in.
yeah.
See, I was never down for that. It always looked like they had a fat lip and they always talked funny.
What about flavored alcohol?
Oh, that's another thing.
That's
You can
okay.
still buy booze.
Mm-hmm.
It's still, you know, you can buy every flavor of alcohol you want.
Pop's terrible for you. Should we ban all flavors of pop and just have carbonated water?
No, but it's just like this should fall on like, you know, parents. Like, okay, if you
Yeah.
don't want your kids using flavored nicotine pouches, then don't let them.
So all of you adults who are 18 and over, now you can't buy flavored
Yeah.
anything because kids might like it.
Like, I don't think anyone should tell anyone what they can or can't do. As long as it's
Mhm.
not hurting anyone or, you know, kids, you should be able to do it, you know, safely or whatever.
Yeah.
But like nicotine pouches, really, that's what you're going to go after.
Well,
And not to mention the price of them gone up. Before you could buy a tin from You know, the gas
Esso.
station, $10.
Yeah.
Now, the only place I know that's not $16.99 is like PharmaSave. They've all gone up. They're like $17 for one tin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, are they just trying to raise the price and make it so hard for them, for us to buy them that like just no one will want to anymore?
Well, you know what it does? The funny thing is that they still allow you to purchase out of the country. So you
Yeah,
can still import only 4 milligrams from
which
other
is
countries.
such a
So
shame.
you're taking your money that you've made here, that's taxed here, and you send it to another country.
Yeah,
Why
because
not allow it just to buy here then?
is it Zonic is a Canadian company, isn't it?
I think so. No, it's Swedish, I think.
Zonic? I'm pretty sure
Originally from Sweden.
originally from
I
Sweden.
don't know if that's pouches in general because it's big in Europe, but
Well, and the dosage, you're only allowed 4 milligrams in Canada. Why is that?
you can just stack them.
Yeah, vape, you can get, you know, freaking 50 milligram vape things, and pouches can't. Like, it's a way healthier way to get a nicotine buzz than smoking cigarettes, chewing tobacco, vapes.
Maybe that's the point.
What's
If
the
I put
point?
my tinfoil hat on for a second.
Ooh, conspiracy. Let's hear it.
Well, this is direct nicotine and only nicotine.
Yeah.
And it doesn't affect your lungs, doesn't affect your breathing. It's just basically you're getting nicotine absorbed into your skin.
Yeah.
One of the healthiest way, no fiberglass. One of the healthiest ways to take nicotine. And nicotine has a lot of health benefits, particularly for men.
Yeah. Like, I know it's good for, like, it's a nootropic.
Nootropic, it's a regenerative. It's good for people with Alzheimer's. And it does, I know Derek on More Plates, More Blades Dates did a study on this. It
Yeah.
does slightly increase your free testosterone.
Oh,
Slightly
increase it?
increase it.
Oh, that's good.
So, I
I
mean,
know the only downside to well, I'm sure there's other ones, but the one that I know the most of, it does raise your blood pressure.
yes. Yeah.
Or like, yeah, because when your blood pressure's raised, you have poor blood circulation. Isn't that correct?
I think, I don't think that would be the case because it would be pumping faster. It would put more stress on your heart, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
Oh yeah, disclaimer, we're both not medical professionals.
Yeah.
This is all bro science. But oh, sorry, I got the I'm like burping and I have like the hiccups at the same time.
That's a rough combination.
It's terrible. But nicotine pouches, I think, are way better for you than, I'm not saying that they're, the healthiest thing for you, because I'm sure you can find negatives in anything, but opposed to like drinking, smoking, vaping, chewing tobacco, marijuana, it's way above them too.
Look, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, if I wanted something, I got it,
Yeah.
regardless if I was of age or not.
Yeah.
They're going to get it. If they want it, they're going to get it. Now, we shouldn't promote it. We shouldn't, we should promote alternatives that are healthier
Yeah.
like this. But, you have all these liquor ads, you have gambling ads, you have all these other things, but you can't buy a flavored nicotine pouch.
Yeah. I feel that's a deep conspiracy theory somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's the state of Canada, unfortunately.
But in saying that, like, you can still order out of Canada and get nicotine pouches minus, it's only 4 milligrams, which I hate because the perfect milligram dose, I think, is 10 milligrams. I don't like, because I've done the Zyn like 11s, which I'm okay with.
I hate those.
But anything above that, dude, I feel sick.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I had the Zonics and I had the Zins, and I actually grabbed the wrong tin. I thought I was grabbing Zonics, because when I put a Zonic pouch in, I put 2 in at a time.
Mhm.
So when I put in the 2 Zins, that's 22 milligrams. I was not doing okay.
Nope.
No, I threw up at work.
I seen this one company online. They had 50 million, which that's the other thing is that kids can use their mom's credit card and buy it online.
Yeah.
But either way, 50 milligrams per pouch.
That's insane.
Who wants that? Like nobody wants.
I know
that.
some guys do like 15s. I'm like, dude, how do you do that? Like, that would make you so sick.
I think moderation is just fine.
Yeah, like, I mean, I take nicotine a lot, like almost every day for most part of the day, which I definitely need to cut back on. But I also don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs.
No, me neither.
So I think for the most part, I would say I'm on the straight and narrow.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Don't limit my nicotine, or I'll limit my nicotine, but don't make it so hard for me to buy nicotine, because it's just like, if I wasn't so strong-willed, um, if I couldn't get the nicotine, I'd just go buy a vape. But a lot of people get pissed off. They're like, oh, I'm not paying. Why am I paying $17 for nicotine pouches when I can pay $15 or $20 for a vape that lasts me 10 times as long,
Mhm.
and I get double the amount of nicotine?
Whatever happened to freedom of choice?
Nope,
Not at all.
not today, buddy.
Nope, not
Freedom of
here.
choice? Nope, we'll decide that for you.
Yeah.
So, how long has this one been going?
It's about 2 hours.
2 hours. Oh, right
Yeah.
on. Do we have any new comments before we sign off here?
Vape Nation video H3H3. I guess that means haha. Did is still funny as fuck.
What does that mean? Did.
Did I'm not sure.
What's his name?
The hooting owl.
Hooting Howl. Clarify
Hooting
that.
owl. Sorry,
what-
owl.
Hooting
Owl.
Owl. Hooting Owl. Why don't you clarify what the hell that means? Because I don't understand. What did it say?
Did is still funny as fuck. I don't know what that means.
Maybe he meant dip. Still.
Dip. Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was a typo.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, maybe we should end there unless you got anything else you want to talk about.
No, I think that pretty much.
You got
sums it up for
anything new
today.
exciting coming up?
New and exciting coming up.
Ooh, can we talk
Not
about
really.
what you and your missus are trying to accomplish? Or is that
No.
no? Okay.
No.
We'll leave that one out.
We'll leave that in.
I got nothing new going on, really.
We'll save it for the next pod.
Dad life stuff.
Yeah.
All right. On that case, I guess we'll sign off and we'll see you guys. This will be out Monday
Yeah, it'll be up. Yeah, it'll be out on Spotify on Monday
and
and
Apple.
Podcast. Yeah.
This will be out. So what we're trying to do here now is have you guys. We're gonna do an episode for every Monday and every Friday.
Mhm.
So you start our week. You start your week with us, and you end our week with
Yeah.
us.
So you start good and good.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we're just trying to raise awareness really on the podcast. We're trying to talk about our society, things we want to see change or things that we don't want to see change. And we're really just trying to, unify people together. So liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, it all gives us engagement and it all gets our message out there. And if you guys have any topics you want us to talk about, please let us know in the
Shoot
comments.
us a message on either my personal Instagram or the Bear With Me podcast Instagram. You can ask us anything. We'll bring it up as long as it's not,
Nothing crazy.
I don't want to get us canceled, but we'll
No.
try to talk about as much as we can. And I had one other thing I was gonna say. Now I'm blanking. Yeah, moving forward, we're gonna try and talk about as much as we can. Ooh, did we talk? I ended that show, The Pit.
Yeah, was it good?
Oh, it's so good. Now I'm so pissed because I don't know what the hell I'm gonna watch.
Are they coming out with more?
Yes,
Nice.
in January,
Okay.
which means I got a while to wait. I gotta wait a while. There we go.
Well, you know what? November is Landman, so that'll carry
That's
ya.
coming back. Can't
It's
wait
coming
for that.
back. So
You see who's joining the cast?
No.
Sam Elliott,
who's that?
the guy who does all the car commercials. He has the big, the guy who goes Dodge Glory Ram. That guy? No.
Don't know him.
Gosh, I don't know. Somehow I always end up hating you more and more every day that we do this. Okay, well,
I'm busy. I don't know. I just don't pay attention.
you don't know who Sam Elliott is?
If I seen him, I bet
You
you.
ever
I'd
see
know
the show The Ranch on Netflix?
No.
Oh God, I hate you. I don't even know. Do you ever see A Star Is Born with Bradley Cooper?
No.
Okay, we're getting off this topic. Once you see
the
him,
pod's over. That's
yeah.
it. We're done.
Once you see him, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's in the next season. He plays Billy Bob Thornton's dad.
I seen the trailer, so I've seen that guy. Don't
Okay.
know who he is though.
You don't recognize him?
No.
Okay. It's gonna be good.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. So, in saying that, we love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Is there one more comment before we get off?
He just clarified. Not really. The Vape Nation video, a YouTuber named H3H3 did. Oh, he's talking about a video that the guy did. It's funny. He created it. Some YouTuber he's talking about Vape Nation.
Oh,
I guess we'll have to check it out, man.
if I'm
We'll
being
check it out.
honest,
We'll
I'm never
talk about
gonna YouTube a video on vaping unless it's about like the health benefits. So maybe I'll watch that, but I'm lying. I probably won't.
You know, he's giving us a topic, so maybe we'll check it out. Maybe we'll.
Yes. So please click like, subscribe, and tell your friends, tell your
Mhm.
moms, tell your dads that this is the best podcast next to Rogan's.
Yeah, we're up there.
Okay. So we're signing off. Love you
Thank you.
guys, and we'll see you on Monday.
See you Monday.
Okay.